guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hope you guys are all doing well. Today's video we have one of Adidas or Adidas, whatever way you want to pronounce it. Here in England we say Adidas, but that's probably incorrect. And that is the Adidas Streetball 2. These are named after streetball, which is a kind of variation of basketball. So keep that in mind that these are kind of basketball shoes. Although I think a lot of people buying these aren't, buying these to play basketball. They're buying them to have nice shoes on their feet. Before we start, if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. So as usual, starting with boxing, they come in their normal blue 3-striped Adidas box. Now we're going to open them to see what we are working with. Here we have the Adidas Streetball 2. I got this in the colorway beige because I just think this color is absolutely beautiful. But there is quite a few colorways that you can get your hands on. So if you are interested in this shoe, it's definitely worth having a look, because I do feel like the different colorways give it a kind of different vibe. So as I said, this is kind of made for a basketball shoe. So it's a kind of chunky shoe, almost kind of boot, but it's not quite a boot. It's kind of sitting at that like Jordan mid kind of height, I would say, but we do have a really chunky sole. This reminds me of like an Ozweego, but a bigger Ozweego, a chunky boot version. It has some similar details which we will get into. So on the upper, there is actually quite a different mix of materials going on. Towards the toe box, we have this really nice suede. I do feel like this gives off very premium vibes as well, and this does go round to the side of the shoe. On the mudguard, we have this rubber as well. I do absolutely love that they have kept the shades of the beige all the same, just obviously in different materials. If we do move around to the side of the shoe, we have this window, this kind of plastic section. We have the 3 stripes on both sides, Ozweego vibes. Also, this reminds me of a Yeezy 500, like a Yeezy 500 with a bit of boot. All their kind of Adidas shoes that look like this, I just always compare them to Yeezys because I do feel like they are kind of like that futuristic kind of look. And then also on the shoe, we have this synthetic material as well, which we've got on the front here, and also we have towards the back near the sock liner as well. We have these dashes here as well, which I think are reflective. Moving towards the back of the shoe as well, the synthetic material, we have a huge heel clip at the back, which is made out of rubber. I really love that feature, and I feel like from the back this looks like a really nice shoe as well. We have this, it's not even a logo, I don't really know what it is. It's made out of plastic. It's just kind of a combination of triangles. I'm really not too sure what kind of relevance this has to the whole of the shoe, but it's interesting, very interesting. Laces is one of my favorite parts of the shoe. Again, like the Ozweegos as well, we don't have kind of standard normal laces. We have these loopholes as well as some eyelets. This makes it perfect kind of getting on the shoe. There's nothing really, look at it, there's nothing really to faff about with here. They're so easy to do up the laces, and I still feel like they look really good. Moving on to the tongue, as you can see, we have this Adidas logo on suede as well. Absolutely love that feature as well. Like, that is really nice. I do feel like these shoes look really different to most of the Adidas shoes, and that is one thing that I absolutely love. And then as you can see towards the tongue, we also have the Adidas logo, which is obviously on its side. I do really like the overlapping of the materials. If we move to the sole, which is probably the most important part of most of the shoes, and especially this shoe, we have this light strike technology, and this basically is supposed to be for comfort wise. So this is supposed to be a really comfortable shoe, but we will see after I have tried it on. And then if we move on to the sole, we have this rubber sole. It again is in this very light beige, quite hard to see. One thing I do find interesting is we have this window where you can literally put your hand in, where you can see the boost sole. If we move into the inside of the shoe, we have a beige insole, and as you can see, we have these really thick pads here, I guess to support your heel. So I'm really excited to put my foot into that. So this beige is really giving me kind of summer vibes, and especially with this material, especially this suede, I would not be looking to wear these in the winter where it could be muddy or get them wet. So this would be like a massive summer shoe for me. I'm now going to try them on for you guys and give you my final opinion about these shoes, and to see what the kind of sizing and comfort and what they actually look like on feet. after trying them on, what are my final thoughts? So first of all, talking about sizing, for Adidas I always get a 0.5 size bigger than my normal size because Adidas shoes always come up small. So for these I got a 7.5 when I'm usually generally a size 7 in other shoes. Sizing was a bit strange on these because I feel like they were a little tiny bit, like I had room to move my feet in, which is kind of unusual when I usually get 7.5 in Adidas shoes. So I would be interested to try a size 7 on to see if they feel a little bit snug, because I feel like maybe these were a tiny little bit too big for me. So I would recommend going for your true to size. But if you do feel like you've got wide feet or you do need a little bit extra room, then definitely go for a 0.5 size up. In terms of comfort wise, I was a little bit disappointed. I thought that these would be a lot more comfortable, especially because the Ozweegos that I keep comparing them to are really comfortable. I feel like with the big chunky sole, you would expect them to be literally like walking on clouds, but I felt like they were a little bit hard, but maybe they just need wearing in. Padding inside though was a really nice feature to my foot. I did feel like it gave me that extra kind of comfort. But yeah, I mean, for everyday shoes, they're absolutely perfect. I'm not going to be playing basketball in these, but I feel like if I was kind of playing basketball or sports in them, they're not the most comfiest shoe, if that makes sense. Pricing wise, these came in at £110. And the good thing with these is that they are on most kind of retailer websites. In terms of how they look, I absolutely do love the silhouette. However, one thing for me that I find with kind of mid-height shoes is that they make my foot look really long. Jordan 1 mids is exactly the same. I don't know what it is. It just makes my foot look really long and chunky. So I'm not a huge fan of the height of these shoes. I wish they were kind of just normal or a bit more higher, then I'd absolutely love them. But I do at the same time, I do think they are really nice and a really nice silhouette. I don't know why, I'm just not 100% sure about them on my foot. Let me know what you guys think of the shoe. Has anyone picked them up yet? And let me know about the comfort wise. Do they get more comfier as well? And let me know what your thoughts are. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. I have a lot more videos on sneakers. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.